the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Break.
Jones looking to throw right away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Timberland. Great. Detroit.
Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, hey.
Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The 2nd down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Come on. Hey.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Biggie.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Up, go.
Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Here we go.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Fights loose. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
They'll try and run forward Barkley, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side of his got a man. That's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try to put some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught by Mayer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they'll audible to something else. He'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. Touchdown, Raiders! Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
12 more yards there and another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And Davis with it left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Ready. Pat the street.
Slot man moves right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
19 Tiger. Go.
2nd and 11. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Raiders 20, Giants 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Why shift the crew? Up and go.
Throwing, Jones. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards, and 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
17 yards and a giant first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Clock in the cage. Clock in the cage.
5 at the 16-yard line.
Rita. Up, go.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off play action. Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for second and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Drop 60, drop 60. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Come on.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This is caught by Tucker.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Giants 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Go, Gunner! Go, Gunner! Go, Gunner!
Brings up 3rd down.
Timberland, Detroit Johnson. Other side.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Okay, here we go.
Here's Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Gabriel Davis.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And now they'll shift things around.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jim.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Looking to throw. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit. Up, go.
Back to throw again.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Arrow's extra point up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rainer first down. And